One. And we're live on KBLP with The Walking Dead. Yes, it's finally here. We apologize for not being on Thursday. There were some technical problems. We could not even get in. So, thank God it's all fixed. So here we are. The Walking Dead, the 100th episode. I'm sure everybody saw it. I hope. Oh my God. It was amazing. The 100th episode. Hard to believe it's been that long already. And, it gets its groove back. I'm so happy. We've been waiting for this for 6 months, and it's finally here. So, Carol's being badass again. Woohoo!
Yes, she is.
And this is kind of, this 100th, this new season so far, was kind of reminiscent of seasons, 1 through 4. It's absolutely great. Don't forget, I did the recap last week of season 7, so we know what was going on. And we finally pick up with Rick, and this episode is called Mercy. So, welcome everybody to The Walking Dead. I'm so excited to talk about it. And here with me tonight, I have a guest co-host, my partner in crime, Lori Wood. Hi, Lori.
Hi. I'm so honored to be here. Can't wait to get started talking about The Walking Dead.
What did you think of the first episode?
I loved it. It just, yeah, you're right. It was reminiscent back to when you couldn't take the fight out of them. They had their fight back. They were ready to just...
They're ready to kick some Negan butt.
Yes, they are. Negan, pretty butt. Pretty butt of
What?
Negan. I'm sorry. But I digress. But yeah, that's what they're getting ready to do. They are
Yeah, they're ready for war. They are ready for war, no doubt, no doubts.
Yes, they are.
I love the beginning scene. That's like, the fight. Let's go, let's get them. The rousing speech to the troops there. It's like woohoo, and I love what they did with the cars. I thought that was pretty cool, where they have the the side of the one side of the car is armored like with the little sniper holes. I thought that was pretty cool.
Pretty ingenious, let me tell you.
Yes.
Because they remembered how to make armored cars.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And of course...
Why is it that, some of the cars would only have it on one side? You'd think you'd want it to be on both sides of the car.
No, because they kind of lined up that way. That way they could get it in and out easy.
That's true.
The way they pulled up
That's
in there,
true.
see? And, of course, that's happening in real time. And, of course, the secret arrow relays between Dwight and Daryl. How cool is that? I figured, Daryl would want to kill that son of a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, after what he put him through and feeding him dog food, oh, I don't know. I think I'd have to beat the hell out of him first. Then we'll talk. I mean, seriously. Yeah. And playing that Ike's favorite song, Easy Street, like forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you wouldn't have blamed Daryl.
Oh, heck no.
He showed great restraint.
Yeah, so far anyway. But yeah, before that would have happened, I'd have beat the hell out of him, no doubt. But anyway, they got the secret arrow relays with Dwight and Carol and Tara tracking a herd of walkers. And here's a side note. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there was a drawing of a flower on the side of the road next to Carol. Did you see that?
Yes.
That was just perfect. I saw that and I just was like, I love how they slip these
have
things
to
in there.
tie everything in, with
Carol, and look at the
you know,
flowers. Yeah.
look at the flowers, and it just
Yeah, Carol gets a hold of Negan. He's going to own a flower shop. Let me tell you what.
he's going to be under the flower shop.
You got that right. It's great. It's like Daryl once said of the Cherokee Rose. Is it a sign for these dark times? Let's hope so. Let's hope so. The hilltoppers, the armored cars, the blacksmiths forging weapons, and the rebel colonies assembling before the fight. Oh, you gotta love it. The whole thing was just, it really got you. It's like, okay, let's go do this. I was ready. It was great. And of course, Daryl on his motorcycle up there, which was, it was good to see them ready to kick butt. Carol, Tara, and Daryl up there, and Morgan, and then the rest of them with the armored cars. It was just so cool.
Tara sure has come a long ways from the governor days.
Yep. And of course you had, that was so sad. You saw Rick standing over, the graves of Abraham and Glenn. I was like, oh, here we go again. Stop it. And, he, of course, his eyes were red from crying again. And, I mean, they're not going to let us forget that. That is for sure. No matter what.
No. No, we're never going to be able. Well, you're never going to be able to forget it because Maggie is going to,
Yeah, she better start looking pregnant.
Running around, maybe.
Oh, I know, but that's. I like it that they're not just putting that to the side. It's like that's always going to be there. Which is I think is great. Speaking of Maggie, I wish she'd start showing already. Come on.
I know, she's flat. I mean, Lauren Cohen is like one of the skinniest people I've ever seen.
I know. If I was that much pregnant, I'd look like a blimp already. Dear God. They don't show anymore. It's disgusting. And then we see after Rick and Ezekiel address their armies. Then there's the one that fans have been hoping to decipher, Old Man Rick. But before we get into that, that was pretty cool, though. That was what they're fighting for.
Flashing
that
through
future.
The future.
Yes.
That's the future they're fighting for, right.
Right. So that was all about. She was about 9 years old, I think, in that flash forward, basically, a flash forward.
Yeah.
And, this is what they're fighting for. It's not for nothing,
Right.
So.
Right. I was hoping 10 years in the future we'd see another little baby running around.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. Carl rides up to the gas station, and they're going to introduce two new characters. This man that Carl sees, because he hears a voice, and there's a man rambling about how he was shot at and needs help. And this is kind of reminiscent. It's kind of they did that. It's like a remake of the very first scene of the first show where Rick stumbles upon a zombie child in the bunny slippers. Remember her? She was, So, but Carl's stumbling upon this man who's like, I need food. I haven't eaten. And Carl is, Maggie is for Ike. Yeah, he is, isn't he, Bill? Yeah. Yeah, indeed. But it was so cool. He was ready to, let the man, give him something or anything. But Rick comes up and he's like, what, no, you don't know him, which is true. I mean, Carl didn't know who this person was, but this guy is going to be, he's Middle Eastern. He's going to be new in the show. And then there's another player coming on, a new person in the show. His name's going to be Dylan. So there are going to be two new people. So we'll see what happens. So Rick just fires shots in the air. He didn't shoot at him. He just wanted to scare him off. He could have been a spy for Negan. I mean, no, we didn't know who it was either.
Right.
But Carl's like, he was sympathetic and, thinking, willing to forgive and assist. But, you'd think Carl would have learned not to do that by now.
Yeah.
Really. But, I think some of them are kind of desperate for that, not be suspicious of every single person they come across, So,
yeah, you have to be, you have to be really careful. I mean, you have to be really careful because you don't know, who could be a spy, who could be you don't know anymore.
He could have been from Negan's camp. I mean, that was a real possibility. There is no doubt. That's a real possibility. And
Right.
but Maggie had mentioned in her speech on Hilltop, they hold on to hope in each other, and the world is theirs. But with Rick's attitude, Carl doesn't see enough hope to go around. And he tells Rick that. He says that.